There's such a hot topic right now with trans women playing in women's sports, and you're not. And so I wonder how that looks for you.
It's controversial for sure.
Were you debating whether you wanted to change into fighting with women?
I'm kind of thinking about it.
This is all staged, right?
People have broken necks. People cannot walk anymore because of this business.
You guys fans of Sonny too, or? Yeah, nice.
Were you nervous when you decided to be out about your transness, that it would affect your career?
There's definitely been some shifts, in the booking.
I did see that online, that you haven't really been featured on the TV aspect of the wrestling recently, and that a lot of people think that's because of your trans feminineness.
I'd be lying if I didn't say that I thought sometimes it was about that.
Hello, I'm here. Okay, I'm just in the front. Is that okay? Okay, bye.
Hi, how are you? Thank you. Oh my gosh, you're gorgeous. Oh my God, so nice to meet you. There's already fans out there waiting.
They're sold out, actually.
Oh my gosh, are you nervous?
Very.
Oh, you're gonna be great. Oh my gosh.
You are so cute in person, by the way, too. Like,
Really?
Yes.
Oh, thank
you are so cute.
Wait, oh, that means a lot. Thank you.
Am I cuter in person than on camera?
No. I mean, you just meet people, you just look a little different.
Yeah.
A little taller or shorter.
Yeah.
They're just different.
I feel like I look taller in real life than people think.
Yes,
People see me like, oh, you're
that's
taller
true.
than I thought. Here we are.
Yes, we're finally here. I'm so glad.
When you started following me on Instagram, I was so excited because you're just such an icon and like so legendary in what you're doing and what you stand for. And I was so excited to talk with you.
Yeah, I saw one of your interviews and I was like, okay, I like this. I like the fact that he's willing to showcase like different, very unique personalities.
Thank you so much. I just find it so fascinating that you are a trans woman.
Trans feminine. I just kind of live my life the way I want to live it.
That's what I love about you, is that you just live in your authentic truth, and whatever that looks like to you is what it is, But your pronouns are she, her.
She, her, they, them. I don't really try to make a big deal of that because I have fans that identify with me all over. Like I have they, thems, my babies. They identify with me all the time. I have just gay men that are just like, oh my God, you're doing it for me. So it's like I just try not to take that away from them.
Big, huge fan. Oh, thank you. And they told me you were back here, and I'm like, where? Ah, hello there, hello. I'm like gonna cry.
Oh my
I'm so girl-friendly right now.
What do you love so much about Sonny?
From head to toe, everything. Her style, her grace. I'm telling you, when he told me that you were back here, well, this was like another reason why I
We're all huge fans of you, by the way.
Yeah, and I was like, where? You made me.
Thank you. You made mine, seriously.
I was fascinated to talk with you because I feel like I know so little about the wrestling world, but I would just, my initial reaction to a trans feminine or trans person in the wrestling world is you're dealing with a lot of people misgendering you. I did read some forums online about you, and you know,
there's a lot of arguments, and I have to kind of say like, hey guys, like, like even to like the announcers, they all say different things. Excalibur says they, JR says she and he, and so they all kind of change it up.
when you decided to live in your authentic truth as a trans feminine person, were you debating whether you wanted to change into fighting with women?
I always wanted to fight the guys because I felt like, especially as a baby face, they can base you a lot better. Basing is when like you're able to like hold a person up for like certain moves. I'm a lot heavier and like bigger and stronger than a lot of the women, and I didn't want to wrestle women for that particular reason. But now I'm kind of thinking about it.
There's such a hot topic right now with like trans women, playing in women's sports, and you're not. And so I wonder how that looks for you.
It's controversial for sure. I definitely think there's some pressure there, when it comes to that, just kind of like blurring the lines of what's appropriate, what's accepted. And I, even as much as I don't care as far as like I am who I am and what I feel is what I feel, at the end of the day, I'm a public figure and I want to make sure that I'm not offending anyone that I'm supposed to be representation for.
Were you nervous when you decided to be out about your transness, that it would affect your career? Sorry, am I asking? Am I too hard hitting?
You're asking the right questions. Kind of, because there's definitely been some shifts, in the booking. It happens naturally, so it's not even always about that. But I'd be lying if I, didn't say that I thought sometimes it was about that,
I did see that online that you haven't really been featured on the TV aspect of the wrestling recently, and that a lot of people think that's because of your trans feminineness.
I understand why they would say that. But Tony Khan is a very, very fair boss, and he's all for equality. So when I go back to thinking about that, like, he hired me not because I was, who I am, but because I was just a good damn wrestler. I often, obviously things are going to go through your head all the time, because that's just, being a normal human being. Like, we all have these mental health, crises sometimes. But, no, yeah, in all actuality, if he didn't want me in the company, I wouldn't be there.
Yes, wow. You guys fans of Sonny too, or? Yeah, nice.
We got to talk to Sonny in Vegas when we were there for the pay-per-view, and Sonny was we were talking about gender kind of politics in AEW, and for a while our wrestling chat was called Wrestling is Hella Gay, because there was 3 queers in a chat going this is the gayest shit I've ever seen in
Love it. So you're a fan of Sonny's?
Oh yeah, it was so sweet. They talked to us for 20 minutes in Vegas. We were just all sitting at slots, and they were just being. She was the sweetest.
She really is.
I love her so much.
Do you think, with this new wave of acceptance and trans knowledge people are having, that being who you are is going to help bump your prices up and negotiate your contract? Because now it's it almost, to me, in my opinion, it looks good that your company is having people like you, because it's we're allowing these people in. So that, in my opinion, you can raise your price.
So, okay, I think a small part of keeping our jobs or having jobs is definitely a diversity thing for sure. But I'm gonna say this: AEW in particular is not gonna hire you just because you're that. They're not gonna keep you just because you're that. It's great to have, but it's also great to have them when they have talent, and we all do.
So we're here, and this is a separate gig. This is a one-off gig, right?
Indie gig, yeah. It's an independent show.
So you're just getting paid separately for this gig.
Correct.
And you're allowed to, even though you're on contract somewhere else, you're allowed to take these extra little gigs.
Absolutely.
And so when you do the meet and greets, is that another price you're getting paid more?
It depends.
Are the fans paying extra to do the meet and greet?
Yes.
So these 2 hours you're meeting fans, you're getting a little bump in pay for that. I think you should. There's nothing to be ashamed of. You're taking time out of your day. You're working. This is the job for you. If you're working extra hours, you should be getting paid more.
Yeah.
And
a lot of times payment on the indies is all based on your individual agreements you have with the promoter, and that's one of the things that you sort of comes with the hustle of wrestling, is figuring out how to ask what you're worth. It's not necessarily just, I want $1 for this and $1 for this and $1 for this. Sometimes it's, I'll give you this package deal and I'll do a meet and greet and I'll do this. Do you want your own hotel room? Are you okay sharing a hotel room? Are you fine sleeping on someone's couch? There's all this give and take, and part of it is understanding where your value is and where it fits into what the promoter is trying to put on.
We don't discuss these type of things with promoters because we all have it set up differently.
You might not be able to tell me this either, because I know this kind of lifts up the curtain of, but I'm gonna ask you anyways. This is all staged, right?
Okay. Let me break it down for y'all. In wrestling, it's a predetermined outcome, yes. These moves in the ring that we do hurt, okay? So that whole thing of it's fake. The only thing of fake about this is that everything is planned and we know what's gonna happen. I don't like the term fake, because if you're a professional wrestler, you know that there's nothing fake about this business as far as what we do. People have broken necks. People cannot walk anymore because of this business. So many tragedies have happened because of this business. I'll just say it like that. So what you're asking is staged, meaning it's set up a certain way, it's fixed, the outcomes, what we're gonna do. Yes, that is fixed.
And who's picking the outcome?
It depends.
the owner of the company or something is picking, Sonny, you're gonna lose this time. Sonny, you're gonna win this time.
Yeah, essentially.
Do you care when it goes one way or the other? Are you oh, really, I wanted to win this time? Or, oh, really, I wanted to...
When you get into this business, you obviously want to be the best, in the sense that you want to make an impact. You want to win championships. You want to do great. You want to be great. You want to have the coolest moves, the coolest attire. You want to be the most unique. You want to be great.
That would be hard for me to grapple with, though. Is like training for so long, getting to this like high up place, and then it's like you're in this fight, and it's like you lose today, and you're like, no, I've been working so hard, and it's like, you know, it's not fully up to you.
Yeah, I mean, you still put on a great match. You still go out there with the same kind of moxie, you know, to deliver and put on a great performance.
Can I try this?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, kind of
This is gonna air later.
Later, yeah. In weeks and weeks. Yeah.
when it's underlined on the board, that means that person's gonna win the match.
So
I shouldn't be giving you these damn things.
no, this is cool. This is
I
like
know.
inside.
I
Come on,
know, I
it's
know.
fascinating.
I know.
Okay, so you don't know your fate until right now. You just found out your fate.
Yes.
The fate is so
I just
cute.
found out what I'm doing today.
Yeah.
So then how do you plan? That's what rehearsal's for. You're gonna plan with the
Professional
winning.
wrestling is very
Rehearsal.
yeah.
Yeah, you're about to see it.
Okay, so
So you'll come up to someone and go, okay, so what do you want to do today? Well, I do this thing. Okay, well, let's do that. I have a cool idea for a finish. Great, cool. We'll talk about it for 20 minutes, and then we'll know what we're doing.
Yeah.
When you do like the handspring, like slap in the corner, that would work really well going into my shine.
Cool.
So if we wanted to like wrestle a bit, have me get the better of it, do something shitty to get me into the corner, come with that, do your thing, come back at me, I'll up and over like forward.
The Lucha Brothers, Penta, Lucero. And Rey Fenix.
So eventually I pull him down, hair slam. I have my handspring slap. It's like my bitchy move. Everyone loves it.
What's your favorite thing about wrestling?
There's only one Sonny Kiss. You know what I mean? Like, I was able to get in this business being completely myself and not having to be fake. And that's probably my favorite thing.
I love it. That was a perfect answer.
Sonny Kiss.
Sonny is a force to be reckoned with. Watching someone so in their element, doing what they're truly meant to be doing, is an experience that just invigorates me. Her work ethic, her belief in herself, and her willingness to be authentically Sonny Kiss at all times is what makes her a true star. She may have been chosen to lose this match, but one thing is for sure, Sonny is a winner.
Oh my god, I'm sad.
I need you.
Okay.
We're definitely gonna keep in touch though.
Yes, okay. Thank you so much. Wait, will you lock the door after me? Because I don't know if it's supposed to be locked.